Hey everyone, welcome to this daily Sidereal Astrology forecast. This is for Wednesday, June 12th, 2019. All right, so today we have a continuation with the lunar energy with the moon in Virgo. Themes likely today still around taking care of things, doing the work, really getting into that pragmatic and analytical and detail-oriented side of ourselves with the moon in Virgo. So with this, Mars is going to pass over the North Node here today in Gemini, so maybe some new beginnings in terms of our assertive side, our direct side, maybe our independence as well. In fact, these things could be keys to our life journey at this time. And then tomorrow we do have quite a few aspects going into the weekend. Mars will be trining Neptune, maybe giving a little bit of receptivity when it comes to self-assertion. And Mars will also be opposite Saturn, which is really good for balancing our short-term needs and wants with our long-term responsibilities. All right, so let's take a look at all of this here in more detail when we return. All right, so here is the sky for this Wednesday, June 12th. And again, we are using the actual size of the constellations as seen in the visible sky. If you are new to the channel and you notice some of the signs that I'm mentioning are different, be sure to check out the link down below for more information on true sidereal astrology. All right, so the moon well set in earthy Virgo here today. In fact, we do have a lot of earth energy still going on in the sky with the sun and Venus still in grounded Taurus, but the theme will continue as it has been the past couple days around Virgo stuff of maybe doing the work, things that require self-discipline or self-refinement, right? Improvement in nature, creating of structure, improving our lives, ourselves, whatever it might be there. So continuing to develop this detailed oriented side of ourselves, refined, improvement oriented, analytical, right? These kinds of qualities really good with the moon here. Now we are entering into the gibbous phase of the lunar cycle, which means we've come out of the first quarter, which was the first integration part where we were challenging ourselves maybe earlier in the week with the lunar month. But as we approach the weekend now, we are starting to gain some momentum in this gibbous phase. We may notice a bit of wind in our sails, a little bit of ease as we start to gain some more energy approaching the next full moon. Now, in terms of the aspects today, we do have one thing, and it is something that we don't normally feel as strongly as we'd say a normal aspect in terms of it being a part of our very external reality. Mars over the North Node here today, the North Node representing more of our life path and more of some new things that we can try and grow with and experiment with. Is the backdrop here. So Mars over the North Node suggests that there could be a new beginning on some level here today or around today involving developments with our assertive side, our direct side, perhaps. Maybe independence can often be the case with Mars. Whatever it is that's assertive sort of side of ourself we could be cultivating. In fact, if there is anything along your life journey right now that requires this, or there might be this key, so to speak, in terms of developing Mars energy for the life journey. Could be a really good day for this. And again, we could just notice some themes there pertaining to it. So good day to explore it. The North Node is all about trying new things. There's some element of Mars here for each of us that's very different from what we're used to. So exploring it, making mistakes when it comes to this Mars direct independent energy. And in this way, life is helping us learn about it, helps pick us back up, try new things with it, and grow when it comes to that side of ourselves. So any intentions we can set around this is fantastic today. Now with this conjunction in Gemini with Mercury getting close to Mars now, a lot of this might have to do with maybe communication matters or very practical matters in your life. So still very good to get into that communicative, inquisitive, curious, and flexible side of ourself with all this Gemini energy at this time, even though it is, again, a very structurally grounded sort of time with these other planets in Earth signs. All right, so other than that, just some minor lunar aspects. This will definitely be the most important thing in terms of, again, the life shift and life journey. This will also coincide with the eclipses that we're going to have next month in July. So there could be some indication of the July shifts. Now, going into tomorrow, we may or may not feel this as much today, but I do want to mention it because we have a lot of stuff going on astrologically as we approach the weekend. Going into tomorrow, though, that Mars is going to be trining Neptune in opposite Saturn. So we may start to feel that, yes, there is some receptivity, there is some flow when it comes to, again, us asserting ourselves and taking action independently. And that's a nice energy to work with that trine to Neptune. But also on the same token, the opposition to Saturn suggests that it's important to balance this more side of ourselves that has these needs and desires and wants to take action now, and balance that with the long-term things in our life, the things that require patience, things require a long-term perspective, or our responsibilities in some way. And so finding that balance can also be helpful while we are noticing that there is a bit of flow, I think, when it comes to those matters as well. So again, this will be mostly tomorrow, but I wanted to mention it since we may feel it today. All right, but the most important thing today, new chapter, new beginning with Mars energy. Again, that independent, direct side of ourself, all in the context of Gemini, which is fundamentally about treating life as an area to learn, to be curious, to communicate, to exchange, right? Getting into that flexible, lighthearted, light on our toes kind of energy with Gemini. But the theme today is still very earthy, especially with the Sun and Venus still in Taurus and the Moon in Virgo, suggesting themes today around continuing to take care of what needs to be taken care of, doing the work, and furthering to develop that refinement side of ourselves. All right, so everyone have a fantastic day. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time for the next video. Take care.